I can't get the words out either. So, welcome to GDP's Questions, Wings and Things, episode 3. I've got Nick Bell and Lisa here today.
Thanks for having us, and I'm nervous.
So nervous.
I'm not excited. I'm actually very, very nervous and scared.
I can't wait for this.
I'm really scared. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not very good with spicy things.
I've arranged a special supplier so you can pour the sauces. So you can punish me and Nick as much as you want. Yeah.
All the pent up
I'm sorry for everything I've done to you for the last 2 years.
It's too late. It's too late.
If you want to do the honours,
Okay,
Lisa.
great. So what's this one? Because they've got different ratings, don't they?
Well, they're all called death, so it's not off to a good start, to be honest.
Holy
God.
moly.
What's that too much?
Fucking hell. Please, just a drop.
More than that.
Is it a drop or is it the whole thing? Holy shit, Lise. Are you fucking kidding me? It's like a turd on my plate.
It's
I
like
recommend
having
not
a
eating the
power.
whole thing, to be honest, Nick. Right, bottoms up.
I'm actually shaking.
Jesus.
Woo! Yeah, it's a bit of a gag.
Oh my god.
Right, I'm intrigued as to the background and how you guys met.
As I said to you earlier, Lisa hit on me via LinkedIn. I still got into that. I'm a happily married man. I was looking to acquire.
Okay, that's
It's
really...
not too bad. My eyes are watering, but it's not too bad. I was looking to acquire an agency. Lisa reached out and said, look, I'm happy to sell my shit business to you. I'm joking. It's a great business.
You're making it boring, right?
Can I have some water?
Go for a bit.
The spice kicks in
I
a
bet you
bit.
regret pouring that much now.
Yeah, the spice really kicks in.
About a minute after.
Yeah, that's really high. I think I can go. Any-
So literally, Lisa, could you go?
Okay, so I messaged him and said, "Hey, I've seen your message on LinkedIn. You look like a massive bogan." And I didn't say that. But you did. I'm actually crying, and this is number 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I said, "Hey, look, let's have a chat. This is what I'm doing," and then we had a chat, and then we organised to meet a cafe. Literally, we hadn't even sat down, ordered a drink, got a table, and he just started going, "What's your revenue? What's your retention rate?
Right, straight to business, straight in. Show me your revenue.
No
what are your
fucking around.
financials is?
So put it this way, if it was the first day, he wouldn't have gone the second day. So seriously, that is so effing hot. We had a chat and then he goes, "Okay, send me some financials." So we was going back and forth for about a week.
Yeah.
And then he stopped replying, and he's actually really quick on replying. So I messaged him and said, "Hey, are you still interested? Do you need more information?" And he goes, "Oh, it's not the right opportunity for me at the time." I was like, "That's fine, whatever." And then later that night, I thought, actually,
I'm just jumping because you're struggling.
Yeah. It's a tag team
Thank God,
situation.
like-
Lisa would take no for an answer. We reconnected for another coffee.
Yeah.
Loved Lisa's energy and passion. I was like, oh, maybe there's something here.
Yeah.
At that time, she had another business partner that I wasn't really feeling.
Yeah.
Just different personalities, that's all. And but I said, fuck it, let's do it. And then we struck a deal, and then I invested in Lisa's business, and then from there, Lisa's like a sister to me.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
I give her all my shit, and she handles it for me.
On to number 2. Lisa, do the honours.
what is beyond death sauce?
I dunno.
No, feel alive.
Sounds like it's going to
Beyond
take us to
death.
the afterlife, to be honest.
So
but
you're
we'll
gonna
see.
die and then come back to life.
Oh my god, my whole body is tingling.
Just be gentle, Lise, please. Be gentle.
There you go.
Oh, that's a
Never
chunky
knows.
one. Oh, stop, Lise. Oh, come on. All right, I'm doing yours.
No.
Come on, you better let go. You
take
better
it
let go.
back.
It's getting white dress.
I'm scared.
There you go.
Word.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to need some mentors for this next time.
Yeah.
I'll hit you up. So, you guys have started a business called Listening together. Talk me through Listening.
He doesn't really care. He's like, he's dying inside. He's like, I'm dying inside, but I've got to ask this question.
Okay, so it's going to be a tech platform that connects mentees with mentors globally.
bad
So
one.
you can have, so as a mentee, you post a job. So it's similar to freelancer. So you post a job and then mentors can bid on the job.
So it's basically got
Starting to kick in.
business mentors of all levels, all industries, mind mentors, so it could be a therapist. We've got celebrity mentors like the founder of Netflix. On
Yeah,
there.
okay, yeah.
So a combination of mentors. You basically go online, you post a job, this is my budget, this is industry I'm looking for expertise, this is what I need help with, and then mentors will then bid on your job.
Yeah.
I got that out, and now I can breathe.
And all sessions will be conducted via video through the platform. And then you can rate and review the mentors. So you'll be able to see if they're any good or not and find ones that match. So you got to get in quick and give your answer. Otherwise, it's like when that hot stuff kicks,
That's all right.
sudden death. God,
Sudden
it's
death.
getting worse.
We're going to die again.
Yeah.
Quickly.
It really hurts.
Remember, there is no sense of pain.
You mentioned you've got some awesome guests on the podcast for listening.
Yeah.
You've had Grant Cardone, you've had Gary Vee, to name a few. What's the best, I suppose, nugget of advice that you've heard?
Don't do this hot.
We had Vern Harnish 2 weeks ago, which I thought, Vern Harnish is the founder of EO, and which is an entrepreneur organisation. And he had a really good strategy around pricing. So if you've got a restaurant and you've got a menu, put your most expensive items at the top and your cheapest items at the bottom. And he did this for one of his restaurants, and they saw a 15% increase in revenue within 30 days. So it's like the psychology around putting the most expensive at the top to the least expensive.
You know, something about the podcast is that we feel really lucky that we get to talk to these people. Like it's almost like a pinch yourself moment. Like when you get them on, you're like, I'm talking directly to these amazing people. So we feel really lucky that we can share the knowledge that they've got, because they all come from such unique backgrounds. They're all super driven and they're all really generous with their time. I have to say, Gary Vee was super interesting. So we interviewed him actually in person, and he's just so, I literally feel like I can't talk because my mouth is like numb. We met him in person and he was like on his phone the whole time. So when he was just walking around, he had this whole entourage with him, and he was just so on his phone.
We're treating it like an entourage.
Yeah, and he'd be sitting down here just before we're about to start. He'd be on his phone and they'll go, okay, we're about to start. He puts his phone down and he's so focused on the conversation. Like he's really there. You can tell his mind's not wandering. And then as soon as like they go cut, he's like back on his phone doing content and stuff.
Talking to him, and then cut.
Yeah,
but literally, hey guys, just finished this video.
And you're talking to him, trying to talk to him when he's off, when the camera's not rolling. He's like, he's talking to you, but he's also, like, you're talking to him, he's on his phone, and he's trying to talk to you at the same time.
Super interesting.
It's like, hello, I'm here. Hello. One person we spoke to on the podcast was Dr. David Sinclair. And David Sinclair is the world's leading longevity expert. Basically, he says, in the next 20 years, we can regrow body parts. Retinas, ears,
You're going to need that.
arms, legs. He goes, a good chance we're going to live to 150 years old, if not longer. Well, then this current generation will live to 150 plus.
What if we can regrow the six pack?
And Ben Greenfield, who Nick loves, he did his interview on a treadmill. So it was really...
He goes, yeah guys, let's just talk, and he's walking
on a treadmill. We were like...
with like things clipped to his body.
His infrared lights going, we're like, whoa, you're literally
The
living...
real deal.
And he had like, what was that thing that was blowing smoke? What was that again?
Smoke machine.
Yeah, the smoke machine. Smoke machine.
Special effects.
Set the scene with the mist.
This is 4, right?
Yes.
1, 4.
Yep.
Bottoms up.
Oh.
Since you started business, what is the best thing that you've taught each other?
Lise is definitely more creative around social media, and she basically encouraged me to start posting on LinkedIn. I did a little bit of posting here and there before I met Lise, but it was erratic and wasn't the best. And she told me to grow a beard.
Yeah.
Best decision you ever
You
made.
pull off the beard for sure.
Yeah, she told me to do it. And I was like, and then I did it.
What have you taught me? Not a lot, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's probably right.
I have to do a shout out to Nick, because he's honestly one of the busiest, most hardworking people I've ever met.
There's the envelope with the cash in it.
I hope it's enough. But he's super generous with his time. So whenever I have a challenge in business, to say I'm like, I'm struggling with lead gen, or I'm struggling with retention or anything like that, he'll always get back to me with an answer or point me in the direction of someone who can help. And he's super generous with networking. So he really, encouraged me to get out there, because before I actually met him, I was really flying under the radar from a business perspective.
Yeah.
Never really got out there. I was really active on Instagram, but never really active on LinkedIn, and I wasn't really focused on building up my network. And since I met Nick, he has really encouraged me to go out there, put myself out there, meet as many people as possible. And I think having that network is super important, because it's going to take you really far in business. And then also, I would say that, for me, Nick's been like an amazing mentor, and we were talking on a clubhouse room this morning and saying that, you know, one of the biggest mistakes or the thing that I regret is like, and I'm going to steal yours, is not having a mentor earlier, because you just avoid so many mistakes.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, you know, you would have had so many more great fashion choices if you'd met me earlier.
I'm trying to talk just hearing words and just like a steam
Like
kettle.
my nose is running.
Did you have anything? You didn't have any, did you?
I did.
You didn't? I know you did because you're not sweated.
Lisa, before we move on, you've got to do a little nibble of that last one.
You guys are like right onto it. I was hoping like you wouldn't notice. Now I'm
I'm
scared.
excited for
I
this.
can actually talk right now.
Well, I was having
Oh, you're an absolute weapon.
Yeah, I don't feel like a weapon. And my insides are dead, to be honest. Right, this is the crescendo, right? So fifth and final.
Okay, I need some water first. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're the same.
I'm the same as well.
Are you killing me?
I've got to get my words out here.
Water out. Oh my god, I'm dying.
Lisa had a panic attack.
Oh my god, I just literally spit all of my water out 'cause I was laughing so much.
Off
Do
of this
this.
moment, what is the funniest / luckiest thing that's ever happened here?
This is unluckiest. Oh my god, I'm actually crying. Oh shit.
Look, in personal life, lucky for me is actually meeting my wife. Business-wise, falling into digital.
Yeah.
Because I was actually in recruitment, which is your game.
Yeah.
Life recruitment taught me lots of skills, but I happened to fall into recruitment after doing a skincare business. And digital's been a game changer for my career. Lise, your turn.
I'm so sorry. I just spat out all my water before. That's so gross. That's on camera. I have to say, definitely from a career perspective, finding something that I actually love doing every day.
Yeah.
Because I started my career as a tax lawyer and I hated it. Like I just wasn't passionate about it and it was really bad for my mental health and I definitely wasn't a good person to be around. And now I feel really fortunate because I get to do something that I love every day. So yeah, so I think for me, that's super important. So to anyone out there, if you can find something that you love doing, it just makes it so much easier to get up in the morning. Like you enjoy life so much more because you spend so much time at work, like more than what you do with your actual partner.
Yep.
So I would definitely say that. So I have never been afraid of getting a no or not getting an answer. I've got no shame. I'm always going after what I want and I'll ask, you know, and I'm kind of just go out. I literally can't even talk. I'll always go after what I want. So I actually, so when we started our podcast, I DM'd Mark Randolph, co-founder of Netflix.
Okay.
And I just thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I'll just send him a message on LinkedIn because I actually did a couple of posts tagging him and then he actually liked them. And I thought, oh, he's actually active on LinkedIn. So then I just slid into his DMs and said, hey, the old DM slide.
Yeah.
Hey, would love to interview you. Obviously, congrats on everything you've achieved. And then he replied, I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then we were trying to get some time because he was actually in Australia at the time and we couldn't get it to work out for the schedule and I just harassed him nonstop. So we ended up doing it via video and now we're actually friends and I feel really fortunate because he's so generous. But you know, I think a lot of people give up if they don't get a response or they get a no. And you know, even with Nick and getting, because he actually said no originally. So then just being persistent and not being afraid of a no
Without being creepy
is really important.
Of course.
Little bonus round. Who would be best at giving a TED talk?
No!
Yep, absolutely.
No way!
Lisa for sure.
You just can't be bothered doing a TED talk. You can't be bothered prepping.
Just one sentence. Work fucking hard.
Yeah.
Work fucking hard.
Microphone drop.
Oh,
What a dog. How have you said microphone drop in a post once?
yeah, Lisa, definitely Lisa. She loves to ramble.
Thanks so much for coming on, guys.
No, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having
really
us.
appreciate you taking the time out and sharing your knowledge.
Mate, I'm never going to do this again.
We'll do it next week.